Howdy Neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, I'm going to be airing my live Q&A with Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. Saturday night here in Shoutouts, Texas, there was a drive-in movie theater event hosted by Anthony Michael Hall where they were showing both Johnny B. Goode and Hail Caesar back to back. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what Hail Caesar is, it was just a comedy with him and Robert Downey Jr. from the 80s that didn't get much attention, but it's still a fan favorite. I loved it. It was awesome. We didn't get to watch it because this being South Texas, the projector overheated and wouldn't play any of the movies, but nobody really complained because we got 3 hours of Anthony Michael Hall doing autographs, taking pictures, just being a really cool guy, very humble guy. Love him. My niece, seen him 3 times already. That's awesome. She's a big fan of his. And then at what would have been the halfway point between the two movies, Robert Downey Jr. called and did about 30 minutes of Q&A, and that's what I've got filmed here for you guys now. And halfway through it, I myself did get to go up there and ask a question, which was awesome because, I mean, it's Robert Downey Jr., why wouldn't I ask him a question? Granted, I didn't get a nerd question like Iron Man. I'm an old school nerd, and I wanted to know about my favorite film from the 90s, Heart and Souls. And I got this shirt, and I got another Dead Zone shirt, and a shirt from Weird Science with Anthony Michael Hall's autograph on it that he designed himself. It was pretty awesome. And he got my picture too because he liked the shirt that I was wearing at the time. It was my Michael Myers posing like Johnny Cash giving the middle finger t-shirt, and it was hilarious that he loved it, took a picture of it, and showed it to Robert Downey Jr. That was pretty awesome. I mean, how meta is that where the celebrity takes a photo of you, right? And so, really hope you enjoy this, guys. And then tomorrow I'll be posting my Pirates of the Caribbean video featuring Captain Jack Sparrow's sibling, and then I'll be posting the link to my cash giveaway for more subscribers. So, until next week, Stallions, enjoy this video.
Thank you for your service, guys. We thank you all for your service. Of our great military, right? Freedom is not free. We wouldn't be here without them. Absolutely. So she goes on. Lana says, my brother is the one who got me into your movies when I was younger, got me listening to the best music, and we've been strong together ever since. So that's awesome. Thank you. We will always be fans of yours. Anthony, you've given so much fun memories over the years. Would it be possible to wish him a happy 51st birthday? I think I can do that with the support of Robert Downey and all our friends here. Can we do that, guys? Dennis, oh wait, come on up here, sir. Hold on, Dennis, if you would, sir, come on up here. We're gonna sing to Dennis. Come on up, sir, around the stage, if you would. Downey, if you don't mind, if you would, sir. Okay, right on, Dennis. Downey said, let's sing some happy birthday. All right, let's get it right. Let's keep it tight. Ready, guys? Happy birthday to you, Dennis. Happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday, dear Dennis. He's doing baritone from the hand. Yeah. Dennis, I'm going to hand the mic to you. If you would, Dad, listen to this. This gentleman I met earlier this evening, he had a great war story for us.
Oh, wow, please.
I was in a foxhole with a bunch of Marines in Iraq. They were obviously younger than me. And the mortars were coming down, and the tracers were flying, and they were doing their best to do what they do to us. We were in a foxhole watching Johnny B. Goode on a laptop. And the younger Marines, of course, had never been exposed to that kind of thing, so they enjoyed it, and I don't think we fired too many shots that night, but the other team was wearing themselves out, and we were laughing and smoking and joking, having a good time. Y'all were there with us, and we appreciate it, and it's not all terrible, you know, the camaraderie and the brotherhood is what we miss when we're not there anymore.
Thank you so much for the service to our United States Army, right? Thank you, sir. And all the men and women who serve our great country. That's awesome. Yeah, honest to that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not like our military.
So tell me, literally,
Downey, go for it, please.
what's the temp, bro?
What's the temp? Guys, can we tell Robert Downey Jr. how hot it is in Texas today? It was 104. What are we working with today, guys?
right now.
105, 106. You hear that, bro?
Wow, has it cooled off a little now?
I mean, only up to like 10 p.m. Oh my God, here it says it feels like 94. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? Instead of my silly butt trying to guys, why don't you guys come up with some questions to Robert Downey? Why don't we do that, right?
That's great.
Let's form some line and come up here, guys. We got the questions. Come up on the stage. Come on up. We'll do a quick rapid round. So Mr. Downey get to sleep. He's up late.
Oh, I'm having a ball, brother.
Thank you, brother. We love you. Thank you so much. All right, sir. Here we go. I'm gonna hand it over. Your name, sir.
Dennis, take the mic and talk to Mr. Robert Downey Jr. and our friends. Anybody else?
Yeah.
What's up, pal?
Thank you. Actually, this question is from my son. He told me to ask that how did you feel when Stanley said you were the perfect Iron Man?
Great question.
Great question. I'll just repeat. So the gentleman asked, how did Robert feel when you got the role, and what did Stan Lee say to you, Robert? That's a great.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, there's getting the role, and any of us, whether it's me or Brie Larson or Chadwick Boseman or any of us, one of the big things they're always waiting for is, does Stan Lee think you're doing a good job, and is he pleased that you're representing these beloved, iconic characters? So I got to know him a fair amount over the years, and it was all the affirmation I needed. Once he told me that he thought I was nailing it, I was like, oh man, I'm golden.
That's wonderful, man. Give it up, guys. Not a great answer. Robert, thank you for staying. Yeah. And I worked with him too, Robert, on the Comic-Con circuit. I was amazed. I mean,
That's right.
This gentleman, until his last year alive, he was working his butt off for all of us to get out there. And incredible what he did. He sold all of his great work over to Disney, which obviously led to Marvel. But what a hardworking and nice man he was. He was such a good person.
Absolutely.
So awesome.
Big
That's
time.
a great question. Thank you, Robert. Sir, take it over. The Professor Robert Downey Jr. in the Hamptons.
Yeah, a question I have for you. I've been a fan since I was younger. I always want to know who were some of your biggest influences in your career from back in the day until now.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. And you know what? I really wanted a chance to say this. You're standing next to him. Thank you for that question. You know, one of the things about tonight, remembering that AMH got me the audition for Saturday Night Live, and then he was directed Hail Caesar, and I got to come in and just chew up the scenery. And then in Johnny Be Good, he really kind of was like, man, I just want to keep turning the spotlight on you and let people see what you're capable of. And those two projects mean a heck of a lot to me because we're not done telling our story yet, Mr. Hall and I. But one of my biggest influences was my younger brother, who was inarguably at the front of a generation of talent. And he said, check out this Downey guy. I'm not doing this show without him. I'm not doing this movie without him. And I think we can all relate to that when you have someone who vouches for you time and time again, and I love you, man. You've given me opportunities that I hope I was able to show up for. We were a little nutty back then, but I'm so glad that tonight I get to call you brother, and we're looking back and looking forward. And I'm also so glad that you're down there in that fantastic, great state of Texas, and providing some entertainment for people who are, we're all going through it, man. And entertainment for me is it's therapy. So I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone that's there, and please expect a bunch more from me and Mike going forward.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Robert. That means the world to me. Give a round of applause for that answer, guys. Thank you so much, Robert. That was awesome. Let's just jump to the next question. Sir, how are you?
What's up, buddy?
Brett, take the mic and talk to Mr. Downey, sir.
What's your name, dude?
Brett, come correct with two masks here. You got like a white one and an orange one going on here. You all right? All right, cool. You can take it off for a second. There he is. All right.
I just wanted to ask you, Robert, about how is it that you liked most of the Avenger movies?
What's the question?
How did I like them?
What was your favorite part of like being with Spider-Man?
Oh, it's so funny. Tom Holland is shooting this movie in Berlin now. They're back up and running. And he FaceTimed me after a long week at work, and we're already reminiscing. The fact that I got to be part of introducing him in Civil War before he came out with his standalone Homecoming. And I don't know why. I mean, the whole shooting Infinity War and Endgame was this beautiful, dreamlike experience. But I remember we're shooting the scene at the end of Infinity War when we lose. and we lose so definitively, I felt like we were really taking a big risk and also kind of doing like a cliffhanger, almost like you used to do on like Dallas, like Who Shot JR or something. So I want to thank you for asking me that, because I still maintain that last 10 minutes of Infinity War is probably the most bold stuff I ever got to do in that whole series of franchises, and I'm looking back on it really warmly tonight, and thank you a lot for your question, pal.
You're welcome. Thank you for answering my question.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Give a round of applause. All right, thank you. 2 masks. You came extra ready tonight.
Got to double up.
You've got to double up. Excellent. Who's next? Come on up. Oh, we got a bunch of people here, Robert. This is awesome. Cool. Thank you, man. Come on up. How are you? What is your name?
I don't know what to ask, because this is just like so star-striking, even though you're not in person, but you are, and this is super cool. I just want to ask if you could please say hi and I love you 3000 to my daughters, Cassie, Kayla, and Calissa, and
I
my awesome
certainly will.
boyfriend, Johnny, who brought me to this event. This is awesome. God bless you guys.
Thank you. Round of applause for this young lady. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. So yeah, a salute if you would, sir. To you. What are their names again?
Cassie, Kayla, and Calissa, and Johnny.
Cassie, Kayla, Clarissa,
Calissa?
and Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, I love you 3004. That's even more than 3000.
All right, we got it done. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. That was great. Thanks, Robert. Great. All right, guys, having fun? We having a good time or what? Got Mr. Downey here live. We're all kicking it. Everybody's here in the parking lot with us. Robert. Woo. Yeah. What's up, brother? What's your name? Lance, come on up here. Let's talk to Robert Downey Jr. Will you? There you go, Cal. Talk to Robert.
So in your science, do you actually record the slushy on Anthony's head? Yep. What's the story about?
You know, you want to talk about a moment in time, because Robert Russell and I played Max and Ian, and the fact that our intro is getting to clown the most hilarious, he was like, literally, it was bananas that we were getting to be in this movie. And the fact that our introduction was being able to punk him like that. Now, by the way, looking back on it now, if somebody poured a Slurpee on somebody from 3 stories up nowadays, they'd be in court. Circa early to mid 80s, it was a bunch of fun.
Right.
I remember that film so fondly, and again, like, you know, seeing Johnny B. Goode and Hail Caesar Tonight, we were all so influenced by John Hughes, R.I.P. And yeah, man, that was definitive. That's the first time people looked at me and actually knew who I was after a movie came out, and I was like, wow, this is a big difference. And Anthony Michael Hall was like, get used to it, baby. We're going nowhere but up. Thanks, pal.
Thank you for your question, buddy. Give him a round of applause, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Man, sure. Cool, dude. Robert, these are great stories. Thank you for sharing this. Sir, all right, you guys, dig this shirt. So I'm in the next Halloween, guys. It's called Halloween Kills. Because of COVID, it got pushed till next year. But will you check out my man's shirt here? With the Johnny Cash kind of a bird thing going on and the knife. That's a great shirt. I love that.
Awesome. Thank you. He likes it too.
Love,
Right?
brother.
Sir, if you would, talk to Mr. Downey.
Howdy, sir.
Hey.
Awesome. So, big fan of yours for a long time, and I just want to know why we never got a sequel to Heart and Souls. It is easily my favorite movie ever.
Oh, man, thank you. Well, first of all, that was based on a book called Seven Souls, which I really liked, and it was so many people remind me that was a really important movie for me. It was the first movie I did after Chaplin, and I really loved it because it was essentially a spiritual comedy. It's like a lot of people remember Goode, which was a fantastic movie.
Right.
But Heart and Souls meant a lot to me. I got to meet Alfred Woodard and Kira Sedgwick. I got to meet Tom Sizemore on that movie, Elizabeth Shue. It was just great. And of course, the great Charles Grodin. I mean, he is just arguably one of the all-time great comedic actors. But you know what? Maybe you just gave me an idea. Maybe we'll do a little spin-off on that.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Give a round of applause for that question, right? Awesome. Excellent, guys. Let's bring someone else up here. Wonderful. All right, come on up, pal. AFS, Austin Film Society. Okay, Austin Film Society.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
cool.
Very cool. So talk to Mr. Downey, sir.
Hey guys, Tom, I actually have a question for both of y'all. So just throughout your careers, you guys have been doing this forever. What's the best lesson in acting you've learned from someone you performed with? Great question.
You heard that, Robert, right? The best lesson
Yeah,
you've learned.
you
You've
first,
worked with
brother.
many great actors. Go for it, pal. Who would you say? What was a good acting lesson?
I was doing a movie called The Pickup Artist, and Warren Beatty was kind of the de facto producer for it. And he said, I'm doing this scene where I'm driving my car around, I'm trying to pick up girls, and he goes, what are you doing in this scene? I was like, I'm trying to pick up girls. He goes, what are you doing in this scene? And I was like, and he goes, nope, you're trying to go to work. You just keep getting distracted because you're a pickup artist. Now, again, that movie wouldn't fly nowadays, but he always said, go back to, what is your character doing? Why are you in the car? Are you in the car because you're shooting a movie? No, you're driving to work. You just keep getting distracted. I was like, oh yeah. And when all else fails, as an actor, as a performer, just remember what it is. I know my motivation, my this, my that. It's just remember what your action is and what you're doing. And also, that guy next to you has taught me volumes of stuff just by watching him and enjoying working with him. Your turn, Halsey.
Okay, I'm taking it from here, Downey. So that's a great question. Thank you for that. I've learned a lot of great lessons about acting. I mean, a couple of my favorite lines about acting actually come from Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy did a really great thing in movies. You can actually see him do it in movies, okay? And he was real cool, Spencer Tracy, right? He would actually look at his mark and then walk up to it and you wouldn't even know it. So let's say the camera's right there. And let's say Katharine Hepburn's right there. You're Katharine Hepburn, Jimmy, okay? And he would walk up, right? Spencer Tracy, good listening, just like in life, is good acting, right? So you listen to people, and then he'd go like this, he'd go. And then look in the eye. So Spencer Tracy also said, hit your mark, look him in the eye, and tell the truth. So that's a good one from Spencer Tracy. So I would say that's a good one, yeah. And then also, he also has one of my other favorite lines. Spencer Tracy said, if you want to be an actor, don't get caught doing it. All right, cool. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you, sir. Excellent, man. Great.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. Okay, a couple more, and we'll be wrapping up in a few more minutes here. Can I get a round of applause for Robert Downey Jr.? Love you guys, man. Yeah, everybody's hanging out. Love it. Hey, ladies. Oh, okay, now hold on, Robert. You have diehard fans. All these wonderful women have been working here with Lucia and I and the whole team. And they want to say, I'm just going to hand the mic over because these girls love you and they want to just holler back at you.
I'm ready to proceed.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. My name's Nicole. I'm a huge fan. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I wanted to ask, how was your visit when filming Johnny Be Good in San Antonio? Like, how was your experience here in San Antonio, even though we're technically shirts?
Yeah, technically. First of all, it was a wild shoot. I remember one of the local football teams decided they liked me, and they just picked me up and carried me around for a whole weekend. I was like, man, this is so fun. I love the river walk. I got to know a guy down there who called himself the Rebel. He drove his E28 and he was doing like roadies in parking lots. There's something so undeniable about the Texan enthusiasm for all things, for the arts, for sports, for anyway, I just remember that great sense of camaraderie and feeling like, man, I got to spend more time here. And then I got to go back and shoot a thing called Scanner Darkly in Austin, a Richard Linklater movie with Keanu Reeves and Woody Harrelson, and I love me a bit of Texas. Thank you.
That was awesome. Remember that movie, guys, Scanner Darkly that Robert's talking about? It was the animated one. He and Keanu were in that. That was awesome. Thank you for that question. Next young lady, and I promised this was going to happen, didn't I, Daniela? I said, I'm going to connect you with my good friend. Here it is.
Hi, this is the weirdest thing I've ever done. Hi, my name's Daniela. I just wanted to ask if you could say hi to all my fellow Space Rangers that I used to work with in Tomorrowland at Disney World. I told them that if I got to say hi, I would get you to say hi to them.
Your fellow Space Rangers at Disneyland. My gosh. Yes, I send them all my salutations. That's a cool group of folks. Wow, how did you know that?
I did the Disney College program in the spring, and so I got to work in Tomorrowland, but, we got sent home because of Corona. But it's okay, because, I got to do this instead.
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Say hi, tell them
Okay, hi, my name is Michaela. This is also the weirdest thing I've done. I'm like super nervous, but okay, I just wanted to say that I'm like a super huge fan, but I was wondering if you can shout out my boyfriend's mom because she's like so big of a fan. Her name's Selena.
Okay, shout out
Yes.
to
Selena?
Yes, thank you so much.
Selena, I can't stop thinking about you, Selena. Text me.
Back up for the love. I love it. All right. What's your name and your question?
Okay, my name's Jade. I'm honestly more scared about the stage. All right. I did want to ask, do you wish that you could be here at EVO with Anthony Michael Hall and all of us?
It really would be awesome. Yeah. And by the way, what I appreciate is that, you know, there's a right way to return to what we called some normalcy and celebrating the fact that, you know, we're going to get through this time and we need to not feel like our lives and our lifestyles get worried too much. So if things had been a little bit different, I would have loved to have been there. And maybe AMH and I will come back there when we have our next project to promote.
Okay, that's two guys. Sherlock Holmes, and you heard him, right? Okay, we're gonna have to call that. We got two. That would be wonderful. Thank you for answering these ladies' questions. All right, ladies, I got some free sodas coming later. Thank you. Come on up. Yes, dear. How are you? What's your name? Hi, Lena. Lena, this is Mr. Downey.
Hi, Mr. Downey. Love you so
Hi,
much. Okay, this is about one of your romantic movies, Only You, with Marissa Tomei, and y'all were in Italy. Love that movie. And then I just discovered that you were in Tough Turf with Spader. I had no freaking clue. But you were great. You were great.
Thank you, hon.
In that movie, I mean, it was such a really romantic comedy, but it's kind of funny. You got punched in the face or smacked in the face quite a bit by Billy Zane. Were you really getting hit by him?
First of all, it was my idea to cast him, and I love that movie. It's really pretty brilliant. That was Norman Jewison, who's a pretty legendary director, and Marissa, I think, had just won the Academy Award for My Cousin Vinny, and next thing I knew, I was down there with my wife and our newborn kid, and we were in Rome, and then we all went to Positano. I must tell you that while shooting in Positano, I was drinking a huge amount of wine, and I demanded that they give me the key to the city. That went over okay.
Really?
But anyway, and then we shot these scenes with Billy Zane, and he really enjoyed doing all that play punching on me, and he was really good at it, and I never, well, maybe it was all the wine, but I never felt the thing.
Great. Thank you so much, Robert.
All right. A round of applause for Robert. Thanks for that, Robert. Awesome. Okay, just a couple more, and then we're going to finish it up. Let's do a rapid fire round, guys, okay? We're keeping the Downies up late here.
It is my pleasure.
It's like a younger, better looking Anthony Michael Hall. I'm leaving. Now, what's your name, sir?
My name's Wesley.
Wes, Mom's Fiend, you going big. What do you believe, about 6'3" now? Awesome.
All right, here's your question. Take it over. Talk to Mr. Downey.
I'm Mr. Downey. My name's Wesley. I'm asking this question for my mom because she's a huge fan of you. That's kind of crazy. But I know she's gonna really appreciate me asking you this question. But out of all three of your movies in Iron Man, which one was your favorite and why?
Well, you never forget your first time, but that third Iron Man movie, we were shooting in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I really, really enjoyed it. And we just had my second boy, Exton, and so it was this whole new. And also, whenever you get to do 3 of anything, you realize, wow, like this is something that the fans really wanted, and then we did it again, and then they asked for another one. So I would say of the 3 Iron Mans, probably the third was my favorite.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Here you go.
Hello, sir.
This is my, okay, now watch this, Robert. This is my buddy James Pate. Guess what James worked on with me in 1987 with you in San Antonio? Johnny B. Goode. So James is married to the lovely Michelle Jones. His wife's here. And we reconnected a few months back.
A few pounds.
And both of us, a few pounds later, we're still hanging tough. But James, Robert, it's an old reunion, buddy. He was there with us in 87.
Come on, man. What's up?
What's up? No, I got a quick story about Robert. After one day of filming, all of us went out. We went to this bar called Midnight Rodeo. Oh yeah.
Sit down for this story. This is a good one.
I'll keep it PG though, I promise. And so Robert was down there and he goes, you know what? I want a DJ. And I go, well, hell, let's go. And so we go upstairs to the DJ booth and I go, hey guy, this is Robert Downey Jr. He was just amazed, you know. And I go, he wants to DJ. And he goes, does he know how? And I go, hell no. So the very first thing he does is grab the record. He just takes the headphones from the guy, grabs the record and goes, rip, and the music stops. And from there, he just started jamming, and the place just went nuts. It was a good story.
Appreciate it, buddy. All right,
Okay,
my buddy
by the
James
way,
Payne.
I'll be doing my DJ set from 1 a.m. till sunrise.
Right? And it's like that shirt you wore. I love that Bruce Lee shirt where he's DJing. I see you wore an Iron Man, right? I love it. No, do you remember that night? We had some wild ass things. Okay, sure.
Man.
Younger generation.
Wow,
we were younger, you know. Come on up, Shooter. What's your name?
Hi, Nisa. Talk to Mr. Downey.
Hi.
I was wondering, were you jealous when Anthony got to wear a bra on his head and weird signs?
You know what? I couldn't have asked for a better question. He got to do, well, he was the star of the movie, so he was running everyone's program, but he was so generous that you never felt like you were jealous or missing out. You just felt like you were getting to play with a band that had a great front man.
Thank you so much. Come on up, ladies. All right, great. I'm going to hand the mic across to you. You can just go down the line, okay, ladies?
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kara, and I'm currently a junior at New Braunfels High School. And
Oh, man.
I was just wondering if you could, give us a shout out, because we love you.
Yes, tell me the name again.
New Braunfels High School?
New Braunfels High School.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Go Unicorns!
Bring it. Hey, you.
She was a unicorn too. Awesome. Okay, what's yours?
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I was just wondering, what was the first movie you ever filmed, and how are you feeling while filming that movie?
Oh, okay. Well, the first real movie I ever did when I wasn't a kid anymore was this John Sayles movie called Baby It's You. I told all my friends I was in a big Hollywood movie, and now I was probably going to be a big star. And then all my teeth got cut out, but you could see me in the background in one shot. And so all my friends said, maybe it's you.
Maybe it's you. That's funny. So Baby It's You became Maybe It's You. That's a good one. Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
I just wanted to see if you can give a shout out to the New Braunfels Trail Team 6 Jeep Club.
Yeah!
New Braunfels G Club. Shout out for Mr. Downey and Mr. Hall. Thank you, ladies. All right, great. Thank you so much. Okay, and we're going to wrap this up with just a couple more, Robert. Let's give another round of applause for Mr. Robert Downey Jr. hanging out with us. Is this fun or what, guys? Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the love. Come on up here. Yeah, we have the final two questions. Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Oh, wow.
I accomplished that. Since I was a kid. But my name's Roxanne. I'm a bilingual special education teacher in Northeast. And
Get home safe. We love you. Okay, I'm sorry, Roxanne.
And I just wanted, if you could please do a shout out or a good luck beginning of the year. This is really tough start for the school year. I miss my kids. So many of my friends do too. So if you could just do a shout out or a good luck beginning of the year for so many teachers in the San Antonio area.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you, Miss Roxanne, for all the great teachers in Texas, all across our country. So, Robert, if you would, sir.
Killing it.
Yeah.
You got to. I mean, look, it's such an uncertain time, but the thing that we're all sure of is we need you, and we need you to continue to get the respect that you deserve, because you're raising up a generation of minds, and it's so critical that things, take a positive turn in these next bunch of years. So, I mean, really, the future's in your hands, and we need you now more than ever.
Well said, sir. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Roxanne. Beautiful.
Thanks, Roxanne.
That was wonderful. Robert, this was great. Okay, guys, we're going to do one more question for Mr. Downey, and then we're going to call it a night.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Pick
here
a
it is.
winner.
Yeah, here it is. This is my friend Raul. How are you? What's up, pal? Coming up here.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going, Robert? Very nice talking to you right here. This is for my girlfriend. Real quick, how was it working with Zach in Due Date?
Oh my God. Well, I'm telling you, first of all, I feel like I got to play the angriest prick in the history of cinema. Everything just pisses him off, and it was really fun. And then Zach Galifianakis is such a sweetheart, but he also would do stuff like, we would have a frame set for the camera, and he would get an idea and just walk out of frame. So remember in the scene where I go, like, did you have to take a pee-pee? And he goes, yes. And he just walks all the way off camera, and I go, what? How are we going to use this? He goes, don't worry, we'll just reshoot the shot before it. So Todd Phillips, who just did Joker and all that stuff, was so used to working with Galifianakis that he knew that you're always going to have to change stuff because Zach will just do anything. He is absolutely fearless. He is a genius. Yeah. And I love that movie.
My girlfriend's a huge fan of yours. She's right there in the back recording. If you could just say that, hi Samantha, I love you. Please.
Samantha, where on God's green earth would I be without you, Samantha? Everything I do is for you, dear.
All right, guys, let's say goodnight to Mr. Robert Downey Jr. Robert, we love you. We thank you. I want to hear some more talking. I want to hear
This made my week. I love you.
Love you too,
best
brother.
to everyone who was there, and keep on keeping on. You know how we do it.
All right. How about it? We love you, Robert, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We love you, Robert!
Say hi to Susan, brother. I'll talk to you next week. We love you, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, bro.
AMH. Love you later.
Love you later, homie. Thanks, bro. All right, you got to do some t-shirts, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks to Robert. Was that awesome?